It's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, just thank you so much for the love and support y'all constantly give me. It's truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're up telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the video is give you good vibes, or just good vibes you would love to share with your loved one, family, or a friend, or your fellow empath that are going through trying times, please go ahead and share, especially if they need spiritual guidance or confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share in the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is that you are Heyokas, Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you are not scared of the darkness because you are protected by the light that you carry. And that is truly, truly, truly true. On no cap. So it's just like so many different things has been going on. I've been allowing myself to just venture off and, just take part in other things that I'm taking place and then come back here. And just being able to be in alignment with a lot of things, it's like universe will have you like press a pause on things they sent you towards for you to be able to give different things your attention. Sometimes it can feel like, you're losing your spark to your creative vibrations, that, you're being connected with something that maintains your gift, or a gift you may not be able to see that's taking place in something that's, being connected with you through your creativity that universe has been sending you to. So a lot of things has been going on, especially it's like during and before, and a little bit a lot. After that 11/11 portal, y'all, my God, it was just crazy. It was just really crazy. It's allowing yourself, if you have been placed in isolation and just solitude, it's really showing you different parts of yourself that you had to be giving this your whole attention. A lot of different things is taking place where it needs your undivided attention. They don't need you around anything that's going to distract you from where you either need to be healing at, what needs to be uplifted, what needs to be broke away, what needs to cut cords, what needs forgiveness, what needs gratitude, what needs focus, what needs more of energy, what more needs less, and just allowing yourself to part ways with so many different things. Universe has been guiding you to start disconnecting from a lot of different people, and it's not the fact that you don't love them or anything like that, but there are certain things that's already ran its course, so they're telling you to break away from that. So a lot of things is coming up in your life that may feel very heavy to you. It makes you second guess yourself at times, and they don't want you to do that, but they're wanting you to see that light that you have. And a lot of times we end up neglecting our darkness to be very close to our light, and that's a big nay-nay. You can't be able to do stuff like that. As Bailey say, it's a big nay-nay. And you can't be able to do that. You have to really allow yourself to be comforted by your darkness. Whatever wounds and pain that you have gone through has showed you where your power is. And a lot of times it's like, how are you saying I'm positive? I got all this power and I'm going through all these things, because it's showing you about yourself. And there'll be times, if y'all been with me for a while, y'all hear me say, a lot of times, it's hard for us to see through those burdens that we constantly face on a daily basis. It makes you second guess a lot of different things about yourself. But these are the things, if you didn't go through what you went through, you would never know where your power was. You would never know what you are hungry for to achieve within yourself, to overcome. And you would never know what strength you really have until that. Your strength is always being tested through your beliefs, through your patience, through your faith, and we get tested through that a lot. You'll be seeing so many different signs of saying something good take taking place in your life or about to, but then you're being hit railroad with all these different issues you got taking place in your life. You may be connecting with different people that you're having karmic cycles with, and and a lot of times it can be very annoying. It can be overwhelming, especially with different things that feels like, your life is being manipulated in some kind of way. There's some kind of deception that's going on. And, you will be reminded constantly, that is going to be your blessing in disguise. You have your power, know your power. No, nobody has power over your life, but they're telling you, take your energy back from everything that you focus on that is not positive for you. That especially if you've been ace boon coons, you've been like this A1 since day one with your pain and misfortune and everything that just lowered your vibration or kept you distant from loving yourself in any kind of way, and those are the things that had to take place. You have to work on forgiving other people, even when it's like they trying to bring hell into your life. And a lot of times you have to understand, some people, as well as within myself, I used to think that, the things, the hurt and pain people constantly put on me, it made me feel like I was the weak one, when it was actually opposite. And it's not trying to downgrade anybody, but there's a lot of times when people don't have control of their emotions, their power within themselves, they get threatened and intimidated by yours. So they try to manipulate different things into your life to make your timeline go to where they want it to be and not where it should be, and a lot of times it's hard, you want to think, it's like, well, when people are trying to do that, when they're placing that energy all into what they're trying to make sure you don't get, they can use that same energy to be able to fix themselves so they can get the blessings that they deserve as well. But a lot of times that's just too easy. It's too much like, right? So people try to manipulate different things, but they tell you a lot of times you have to remind yourself, those are the people you truly need to pray for. Because when people are trying to control your life, controlling outcomes, controlling your path, they don't have control over their own, because they're being, they're allowing their emotions and their insecurities and fears to manipulate something that has nothing to do with them. And a lot of times it's hard for us not to be able to take that personal, but you have to understand you're moving through things into your life where it has shook you, it had you having trust issues, whatever trauma that you have faced, and you're allowing yourself to heal from, that shows strength, because people will mock you in any kind of way. When you're going through these ups and downs, you struggle, you get upset, you get depressed, you feel like you just want to give up on everything. You don't even want to live anymore. But you have to allow yourself to know that takes true power. That takes a lot of power when you're doing that, because you're allowing yourself to face things that we constantly ran from. Because that's when projection and stuff started. We're making other people pay for the pain that was with ours, that we needed to allow ourselves to heal from, so we projected onto other people. But when you're allowing yourself to do that, you're strongly connected to that darkness at that time, and you have to be able to do that. You have to nurture that darkness, being able to heal from that darkness, because it shows you the power of that light that you're always protected by. There's so many different things that will try to distract you off the path that universe and God has chosen for you. And those are the times that it's just showing you what needs to be broke away from. These are the things that you're healing from. And a lot of times we can get very aggravated when there's different things that's going on. It just feels like, why I gotta constantly keep dealing with stuff like this. And it's just like, you have to allow yourself to really disconnect from anything that keeps you distracted, anything that, that is just keep you not sleeping at night and stuff like that. And just being able to see that, because sometimes you have to really back up and just say, this is showing you where things have changed. Because a lot of times when you're still in a situation or a certain chapter into your life, it can be very aggravating, especially if it's been going on for a long period of time. And it's showing you, where the action needs to really be taking place, that the things that needs to be in that power move for you. These are the things where you're showing where, even though you felt like things hasn't changed, you never know what's going on behind the scenes for you. And these are the things you look at where you'll start seeing certain things you're not even attracted to anymore, or certain movies or certain shows, or certain things or even people that you don't resonate with anymore. And it's not like you are looking down at somebody or making yourself feel like you're better than somebody else. You're not. You're just allowing yourself to see, even it's just like God wants to show you, even when you feel like things aren't changing for you, look at how certain things you connect with don't connect with you in the same way. Or when you're allowing yourself to, embody certain things into your life, you don't, it doesn't hit you the same way. And I noticed that through, I even told people through the music I listen to, the, certain movies I used to watch, certain shows I used to watch, I just don't, it don't feel right with me. People are like, girl, did you used to watch Cheaters? Yeah, I did. But when it comes to that point, it's a very hurtful situation. Anybody to be cheated on is very hurtful. When somebody's lied to you, it can hurt. But those are the things that happen. Is like, it's already hurtful and detrimental towards that person's well-being and mental health. But I think it brings a heavier impact when everybody's seeing that mess, especially when celebrities go through it. I can't even imagine how they feel with all these folks in their daggone business like that, and just try to keep stuff going and just to make a dollar. But you're allowing yourself to go through this transformation, even if you ain't ready. The universe is pushing you to be ready, and at times, you have to understand. There's sometimes we stand in our own way to our process of progress, And so throughout these situations, you're really able to see yourself from every vantage point, from different sides of being able to see yourself, that you're breaking away from people. But, when you're allowing yourself to, when you're allowing yourself to ascend and being open towards universe, saying, I want to learn more about myself. I don't want to connect with anything that is going to disturb what you got for me or what you're trying to get me to do. And you'll start seeing folks drop out your life real quick. You are not losing nothing you didn't need. And you have to understand that. And a lot of times it can be very hurtful. And a lot of times it's just like, if you really allow yourself to look, some of the people that were in your life weren't even there for, for a good reason. Because there's a lot of people that are just not in your life anymore. I see a lot of different things in my life where I don't even have, there are so many people I called friends that weren't, and it's sad when that happens, is because a lot of times it's either they were in your life to learn lessons from you as you learn from them. The experiences has already ran its course, so it's time for you to part ways. Or there's a lot of some hands being moved in certain ways that can be very detrimental to your life. So God just takes them out of there. And they always tell you, don't try to change up positions on God's set up on how he placed people in your life. Don't try to do that. He knows a lot more than you do, and even if things feel unfair, you have to understand God sees everything. Even when we don't, he do, and that's the only thing you need to know. The only thing you need to know, because where God is acting up, it's like so much stuff is going on in this world where you can see that change of hand, where the devil's playing chaotic right now. He's keeping stuff going. But you have to also understand God ain't sitting on no sidelines for anything. He trusts me. He moving in ways too, and you can feel it. Because there's just so many different things that's going on in this world. Like, it really needs to change. All these different things is taking place. Saying prayers out to these people that lost their lives over at Travis Scott, concert a few days ago. And another girl done passed away. And it just hurt my heart, because it's like, these kids is like, they didn't even get to experience life in the fullness way they needed to. But, the devil got his whatever he got going on, a whole hot mess. But also God is using that to create something, that needed to be created. And it's just, it's been a lot. It's really been a lot, where I'm just like, there are certain things I'm like, hell no. I just don't understand what's going on. But you can feel God got something, he putting something together that is just going to have his name written all over it. And you can feel it. There's something that's taking place. And it's just like, my heart breaks for these people that are losing loved ones left and right. It doesn't even have to just really be about that situation with Travis Scott, but a lot of different things is taking place where people are losing their lives to things that is just like, you you don't want to say a senseless act, but a lot of times it is based on that. But I'm trying to be very selective on how I say that, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful towards anybody, that has lost a loved one, especially lost a loved one that felt too soon, and different things is taking place where it's really showing you your power by the things that you have faced, by the things that you had the courage to just walk away from. And sometimes you don't know the reason why you're walking away, but you're saying, this is not a good investment for me. I'm being very selective about what I entertain. I'm not reconnecting with a person after they humiliated me or try to destroy my character. There's a lot of people that are going to come back into your life that that did more harm than good to your life. And it's telling you, regardless on how lonely or alone you may feel, don't disrespect yourself connecting with something that you already know was very detrimental the last time. You can miss people all day, like they say, but also remember why God, released them away from your life. Don't go back. They always tell my kids, I had to learn the hard way. You are not a clock. Don't go back. don't go back, because if this was meant for you, it will be there for you. And if not, allow yourself to just disconnect, because you deserve better. And you're really being challenged with that right now on a lot of different things that's taking place, especially with these karmic connections. Universe knew what they were doing when they picked you. And a lot of times we try to understand why the things have to be so hard. When we are those ones that are being chosen to break generational curses and karmic cycles, things is never going to come easy for us. You're going to get what God feels like you deserve. True that. On top of that, it'll be something that you never imagined. But these are the things that's really showing you what you have. We are all these warriors. Like if we were in our spiritual being self, ain't nothing gonna have us shit pressed or distracted or stressed. It's just not. But we came here to be able to experience a lot of diversity in our life, a lot of heavy pain. There's a blessing when I connect with a few that didn't have nothing like this going on in their life. And I'm like, what, God bless you. You on blessing on top of blessings. You're going to be a blessing that somebody has been, praying for. But a lot of these people that have really had detrimental trauma going on into their life, and you were trying to do all you can to turn your life around, to be at peace with a lot of things. And it gets hard for you because there are certain things that has taken place into your life. It's hard for you to forgive. It's hard for you to let go. And these are those things that's telling you these has happened for a reason, even though you may not understand that, but allow yourself to know you are better than what has taken place into your life. This does not define you. You have to allow yourself to disconnect in a lot of things, because there are certain things that's taking place in your life when it comes to people. This is carried on. You never know what that person has went through to place this on you, and there's a lot of different things that's happening that way. A lot of time I'll be thinking, if these things happen to them and they know how it made them feel, why would you do that? And it's just like, this is the only thing that they know how to do, what they've been exposed to, what they have done for so many years, and, because there's a lot of different times I look at my situation and I see how different routes I've went in through that was very toxic that I placed on my kids, and it's not even wanting to do that on purpose, but that was all I knew, and I tell people, when you allow yourself to see where your issues lie at, and you're allowing yourself to say, I'm gonna own that. There's times I ask my kids to forgive me on certain things that I can now see that was very toxic, and there's nothing I can do to change that, but just being able to allow myself to know where I see where the problem lies, and I'm allowing myself to fix that, heal from that, allowing myself to part ways with that. That's the best thing you can ever do, because there's a lot of times people won't allow themselves to take responsibility and being accountable for the pain they have unleashed, not just on themselves, they unleashed on others. And a lot of times, if we unleashed it on others, we don't unleashed it in our own lives as well. And those are the things they really want you to really take notice of, and allow yourself to know you can always change, but it takes that power and that strength to do that. And we all have it, but there are certain people that don't want to do that. It's very scary for them, because there's a lot of times when I see how people have done me continue to try to do me. And I try to get myself in their head, trying to understand, why won't they allow themselves to heal? Why won't they allow themselves to move through truth? Why do they, they keep putting these masks on for certain people, but they got different masks they show for different people. And you see the real deal, and I just can't get it. I just can't understand, because it's like, I had to really sit here and allow myself to be accountable for a lot of things that I took part in that, added towards my suffering. And I had to allow myself to forgive myself for that. And, and then allowing myself to see what I placed on others, because it's like a lot of us has placed a lot of things on other people. And it can make you shameful now, especially when you're going through that your spiritual journey of healing and keeping it real, not just with yourself, but with your surroundings. And a lot of things like that, you disturbing a lot of folks when you do that. You are really doing that, and they don't like that. So there's a lot of different things that will come to you because you keeping it real when other people want to, cloak themselves with masks, personas, and facades. Your character is holding weight with you because it's your truth. And those are the things they want you to understand, that get very acquainted with your darkness and appreciate what your darkness has, really taught you, and it's not like allowing yourself to keep beating yourself up for things you can't change, but allowing yourself to see, I see my weak points, I see my dark points, my negative and my pain, and I'm allowing myself to take part in healing that every single day. And with me doing that, I'm going to appreciate what I've learned from those situations, of those dark times, because they led me to my light. And and a lot of times we can, whether we realize it or not, a lot of times we'll stay very close to our light, but never want to engage with our darkness because there's too much pain there. There's too much confusion. There's too many things that has taken place in them dark moments that you don't want to connect with. But it's just like in God's way, universe's way, this is something you really need to connect with so you can be able to heal. You no longer need to carry that backpack of pain and trauma of what has been unleashed on you. This is that time for you to be able to appreciate that, grow from it, allow yourself to disconnect from it permanently, but allow that to be, you turn yourself from a victim to a victor. You want to have sweet victory over things that it's so hard for you to be able to gain peace from, because like I've said before, there's a lot of people in this world that has really had some very traumatizing and effed up things that's happened to them, and they really feel like nothing good can take out of that situation. But I've seen so many different people use that pain and gave purpose to where they can say, what, I've overcome that. I don't know how I did. I don't know why I did, but I know what this felt like. And there's so many people that are out there that's needing to know your story, need to know that you're an inspiration to yourself. And a lot of times when we feel like things has happened to us, and I say this, if you've been with me for a while, you heard me say this a lot. A lot of times God and universe will tell you, I didn't give you that pain. I trusted you with it. I didn't make you go through that. I sent out a short video. What was it on my YouTube shorts? I gave that. And you ask, why me? And it's like, why not you? I didn't give you this. I didn't make you, go through this. I just gave it for your safekeeping, because there's going to come to a time where, these situations either break you or it's going to make you. There's times that things has happened to you, even though it was intended for you and it took place on you. It's not about you. It's about the people that you're going to come connecting with through your line of purpose, through that path that, you are healing from it. And there's a lot of things that's happening to your life that's very disturbing, very, very disturbing. There are certain things that you allow people to know, and there are certain things that you battle with behind closed doors that you don't let nobody know about. And those things, when you finally get to that peace and understanding to drop that heavy luggage that's been tying you down for so long, that peace comes in. That peace really comes in. It's just, even if you aren't, when you're allowing yourself to invest in that now and you're not fully recovering off of it, but you're allowing yourself to take part in that every day. I'm taking my power back daily. by the minutes, by the seconds, by the hours, by the days, the weeks, the months, the years. And you're allowing yourself to do that. And then you're going to see that's that progress. They always tell you congratulate yourself on those tiny victories, because there's one more day that I'm allowing myself to face the things that really have kept me up at night. It kept me towards myself, where I didn't love myself. I didn't see my worth. I didn't respect myself. I allowed certain things to connect with me that really didn't need that connection. I'm allowing myself to be embodied by that light, because I carry it. You have one. And it's just like, when you discover that, there are so many different entities that's going to come and make you discredit that, any time of that. Because it's like, you see how the devil is working right now. You see how he is trying to work in your life. You see that, because it's like he wants to be able to whisper in your ear just to keep you moving. In that low vibration, you being angry all the time, you're being disgusted, and not allowing yourself to see when things aren't going the way you planned it, or you're feeling that pain that somebody has placed on you. You can allow that to help you grow instead of keep you in a stagnation. And I have to learn that every single day. And that's how you have to really work with it. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of the video, y'all. Like I said, I really missed you. Lately, I haven't really been doing videos like I used to, but like I said, God sends me in one direction, tell me to do something else, and I gotta abide by that. So it's just like certain things just need all my attention, and I have to just step back, and then when I'm finished, hey, I come right back. So I will be having Heyoka live chatting. Heyoka chat live and vibe later on today at 6:30 is 3:33. So it's like those triple threes, so I will be having it another 3 hours, 3 hour less taking place. So hopefully I'll be able to connect with you spiritually and virtually. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible at every single thing you do. Whatever you are working on to manifest, I ask God and request it for your life, that it comes so much bigger and better than you ever expected it. It comes sooner than you expected it as well. I want to give a post notification shout out to Aya, Patsy QVSA, Q. I'm sorry, Live Green. I apologize if I messed that up. Wildflower and God's Child. For those of you that are subscribing, thank you so much and welcome to the fam. And I do appreciate your constant support. Our family is growing at massive rates, so I'm truly appreciating of that. But whatever you got going on into your life that keeps you distracted, keeps your heart heavy and your mind distracted, I pray that it leads you towards something so much better, because it is. I know a lot of people are facing a lot of different things right now. They speak on it and they don't, but I'm sending that love and comfort and healing to you, that you will overcome those things. You will hear from it, and it will give you power, more power than you ever knew you had. And even through social distancing, please make sure you give out love, light, love, light, positivity in your words of vibration and frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. So remember, like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, and drop a line. I'd really love to hear from you. And I hope you have a peaceful, prosperous weekend. And you'll talk to me in another time. Well, you'll see me in another time. Probably talk to me on chat. So much love to you. Peace.